And now, please welcome Skift founder and CEO, Rafat Ali.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks, from wherever you're joining. I'm joining you live from my bedroom in New York. I've been doing this for now 2 years now, and I'm still stuck in my bedroom in New York. And welcome to our second Sustainable Tourism Summit. Last year we called it Tourism and Sustainability Summit. I don't know why we did that. It's not like sustainability is at the end of everything that we do. Now it's such an integral part, and actually you're going to hear that's a lot of what you're going to hear over the next 3 hours today. Even though we call it Sustainable Tourism Summit, it's not just tourism, folks. I guess next year we'll call it Sustainable Travel Summit, finally owning the whole part of it. And you'll hear from leaders across destinations, hotels, airlines, tour operators, and others through these 3 hours. Sustainability as a term, as a concept, as a practice was sort of on and off for the last 10, 15, 20 years in different parts of the industry, and really has become the center over the last 2 years because of the pandemic, because of the urgency of climate change, because of what travel was before the pandemic booming, and obviously now coming back in such big ways as well. So sustainability as the center of how travel comes back, how it should have evolved, is a big part of our discussion today from across the travel ecosystem. A bunch of our discussions will be around what are current players doing, how are they collaborating, different parts of the industry, public and private. This, I think, is the biggest part, which is the difference between travel intent and traveler behavior. I think there's still early days of figuring out traveler intent versus behavior. We've been doing a bunch of stories, not just on the leisure traveler, but today I think we posted a story on business travel as an enterprise's intent to sustainable travel versus actual behavior. So a lot of that, the new models and frameworks that are emerging, a lot of work is happening from our side as well, from our research team, and you'll hear from them today on that. And so fascinating next 3 hours. I want to thank our sponsors, Accor and Expedia Media Solutions. Thank you for making this possible. Thank you for being as part of this journey that we have. And I also want to thank our event tech host. This is the platform that all of you are using, SpotMe. If you're looking for a platform, I would highly recommend you looking at them. Obviously, we do such great work, and the only way we do this is because you support us. So subscribe to our daily news, Skift Pro if you haven't. I know many of you are. Skift Research, again, as I said, you'll hear a bunch of their insights today as well. Airline Weekly, which is, humbly I'll say, the economist of the aviation world, and our newest member of our family, about a year old into the Skift family, 27 years and counting. They've been around for a long time. Daily Lodging Report. So if you there's a code in there. If you use that code, join Skift 25, you'll get 25% off your new subs. So go ahead and do that. Just a quick promos about our conferences coming up. This is our last virtual conference for the year, the one that you're a part of now. We have 3 conferences to go. The 3 biggest conferences we have: Skift Global Forum, which is our flagship. It's going to be, I think, year 9 of Skift Global Forum. We started in 2014. It's become the preeminent global conference. If you go to live.skift.com, you will see the details. We announced yesterday some of the early slate of speakers, the biggest of big speakers in New York. We're a new venue, tons of great stuff. We will be back in full force as a in-person conference. There's going to be a virtual component, but that's a minimal part of the whole experience. So we'd love for all of you to come. And then the other 2 conferences are Skift Aviation Forum in Dallas, very much focused on the airline sector. Again, we've been doing it virtual for the last 2 years. This is the first time we're doing in person in Dallas with the Dallas-Fort Worth folks at the airport. They're a big partner of ours. And today we just announced, I think an hour ago, Skift Global Forum East, which is our first ever offshoot of our Global Forum in New York. And we're doing it in a place which is now the center of it seems like it's the center of all energy and travel today, Dubai. And the whole region is just booming, as you very well know. I'm sure each of you who are part of the industry, there's so much happening today there, particularly in terms of development work of tourism infrastructure, etc. So we're excited to go there. And that's going to be December 13th to 15th, I think you mentioned. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. And Skift Idea Awards. These are the preeminent innovation awards in travel. That the deadline looks like it's this Friday, maybe. It's right there. So please, I noticed that we've gotten so many entries. This is your last chance. Please go to live.skift.com. I think there's a link right there, and you can submit if you haven't already. And it's obviously innovation across all different parts of the travel industry. With that, let's get started. The first presenter, SVP of Research of Skift Research, Heisha Wang, is going to talk about net zero and help demystify some of the aspects of sustainability. So Heisha, take it away.